Hi, so my name's Carl Hills. I work for Intrepid Control Systems Europe. In Europe, our WiVI customers, 70% of our customers are actually using wireless data loggers. And one of the exciting new products that we want to bring to the market to support those is analytics. So the real reason or the motivation behind analytics is 33% of engineers spend their time doing data reports. It's all about grabbing the key performance indicators for management, metrics understanding to really quantify what's going on with their products, with the engineering facilities, and bringing a product to market. Analytics is the ability where we can actually grab the data that's already gone to our WiVI servers, and then in an efficient manner, we can pass that data through to an analytics stack where we're able then to actually bring live metrics or near real-time live metrics to the customers, to the engineers directly, so that they can actually produce those KPI reports and really find those needle in the haystacks scenarios. So one of the things that we've learned as working with our customers for WiVI is we upload a huge amount of data. So, a lot of our customers are uploading, terabytes of data per day, and a lot of that's for root cause analysis. You never quite know what's going to happen. So for some of our customers, they're doing durability, they upload vast amounts of data so that they can actually run through the metrics within that to understand certain scenarios that have been collected for root cause analysis. And we've got an array of tools which enable us to be able to support that and do that. But the missing part for our customers then was, well, all that data has been collected, but what about DDC metric trending? What about how long the vehicles have been running for? The efficiency behind understanding, what we don't actually know. And, engineers are spending 23% of their time looking for recreating conditions that haven't actually reproduced. So analytics for us is a way where we will produce bespoke dashboards, custom dashboards for our customers to really enable them to have their IP realized and enable them to produce that on a real-time basis. But also we've got basic default dashboards. That will give, those dashboards are the metric data that almost all our customers use on a regular basis. If you're using our wireless data loggers, you're going to want to know where the vehicles are at any moment in time. You're going to want to know what software they're running on. You're going to want to understand any DDCs that have been that have appeared. You want to know what software versions they appeared on, and you want to know where they've appeared. So we've produced standardized dashboards that will enable you to get maximum efficiency out of all of the data that you've uploaded. You have that ready to report, and then from that you actually will start to identify and spot any trends, any conditions or issues that need further investigation. And that's just one element adding to the ecosystem that already exists for us. And here we've got a complete solution for you. So one of this situation that we got here in this demo offers the low-cost entry point data logging solution. And then from here, we'll actually be able to upload to the server, WiVI server, which will push through to analytics, will enable you to see those core metric data. You'll be able to understand where your vehicle fleet is. And here you can actually see this in the map here at the top. And what you'll be able to do is have default dashboards. Intrepid will produce default dashboards for you, which will enable you to have fleet management, IUMPR, DDC tracking, but also logger health. Understand, are the devices that you spend time and effort implementing into your test facilities or test vehicles, are they working correctly? Are they uploading the data that you need? Are you getting the added value, which are the metrics that you can actually generate your reports and provide those to the management team within the OEM? From that as well, we can make custom reports. So if you've got IP data, if you're normally downloading data sets and post-processing those, we can work with you, generate a custom dashboard where that IP data will then automatically be generated once the data's been uploaded. And we've got examples from OEMs that have asked for this, like we've had customers that have asked for CO consumption or CO monitoring. So from that, you're actually, we could feed that in, generate the report for you. And that's something that you can't just grab data automatically from the vehicle. It doesn't exist. It requires computation, it requires mathematics to generate that. That can be built in and be almost in real-time availability for you. Nice thing that you can see here through the report is once the data has been uploaded, That will then be pushed through to analytics stack, and from the analytics stack, we've got key metric data. So from the key metric data, you can see that we can visualize that in a number ways. We've got that through actual raw signal data itself. We can plot some of that data. You can have GPS data assigned to it. And this data is actually enables you to zoom in and zoom out and gives you one quality sample of data. So if you've got an OEM with multiple departments, multiple vehicle platforms, you'll be able to actually dig down into those individual conditions to monitor those from fleet management right the way through to your IP related data and trend monitoring, or you'll be able to zoom out of that and actually be able to look at that across the entire range, really giving you the ability to see, are we seeing these improvements? Are we actually having the trends monitoring? And are we actually confirming? So I think one thing coming from a quality background myself is Intrepid has now a complete ecosystem. Not only can you log the data, upload that data, you can then plot and trend the data and find out those needles in a haystack. Once you actually identify an issue of concern, you can then come back to that raw data, do root cause analysis. We offer over-the-air reflashing. And then the final part of that, which is so important from a quality point of view, is you can further post-monitor that situation to make sure that the problem has actually gone away and you don't have a reoccurrence. And if you do, you can capture it and identify it quickly. This adds real value to the OEMs, real value to the engineering departments, and brings a higher efficiency to those that are working within those departments and not spending quite so much time in generating the reports, downloading, uploading data, and searching, through all that huge, vast amounts of data points to find things that they were otherwise unsure of or was unknown. Thank you very much.